So while I'm putting this jambalaya together, just let me tell anyone who thinks anything that they know about jambalaya is the correct way. I lived and worked in New Orleans, and I have seen and tasted jambalaya. Brown, white, green, blue, with sauce, without sauce. This is Cajun style smoked sausage that you can buy in the supermarket. It's not as good as the real andouille sausage that you get in Louisiana, down in New Orleans, okay? And this is my style of doing it, only for this time. I don't usually make it like this. So there's the sausage. And I'm using an incorrect rice also. So fire me. And why am I doing that? Because my wife loves jasmine rice. I like it. Also, it has a nice aroma. So you use whatever rice you want. This is not the authentic jambalaya. Now, then the pork. I'm putting pork in there. What kind of pork am I using? I'm cutting off nice chunks of country-style spare ribs. I cut the meat part off, and then I took the bones, made a little stock. So I have chicken stock and pork stock to go in this. Now, after this cooks up a little, I'll add the chicken because the pork takes a little more time than the chicken, and the rice only takes about 20 minutes. So if I was using long grain rice, it takes a little more time, and I wouldn't have put the chicken in with the rice because then it would get cooked too much. The sausage can take a beating. All it is flat meat and flavoring. So we have this, and hope there will be 6 of us for dinner tonight. A real Cajun menu. I'm making shrimp etouffee for the appetizer, jambalaya for the main course, Café du Monde beignets for dessert, and a non-Cajun item, Creole, mushroom, beef, and barley soup. So, I'm going to shut the camera off and turn it back on because the pork has to cook a little bit more. This is not like a leg of pork that has to cook a lot. It doesn't take much to cook this. Not like spare ribs. Anyway, raise the flame a little. Got to get some seasoning in there. I'm going to start off, and I can't make this too hot, so I'm going to put Tabasco and sriracha hot chili sauce on the table because I don't know how my wife doesn't like it too hot, and maybe the guests don't like it that hot. So only a quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne. I might add some more as we get going. Now salt, you got to be careful. The sausage, you know, has a lot of salt in it, and that's going to go into the rice. So we're only going to put 1.5 teaspoons for now. Let me write that down because I want this to be exact. And cayenne is 1/4. So, there we have this. And now I'm going to throw in the chicken. Oh, let me add something else in there. How about some bay leaves? So Well, since we don't have, I don't like putting in, I only have small pieces left. So how about we put in a quarter of a teaspoon of ground bay leaves, and that way you don't have to pick them out. Now I'm going to add the chicken. That's all dressed. And along with that, we have the onions. Save just a little bit for the etouffee later, because the sauce is already made. And the celery. So we got the Holy Trinity in here. And the peppers, and then the garlic. That takes care of that. The garlic I have on hand, right here. Not buried in the refrigerator. And when we do these dinners, you can't do this type of dinner. You can only do it in the cold months of the year, because usually we don't have enough refrigerator space, and you have to put the food either down in the garage, which is about the same temperature as the refrigerator, or outside on the deck. And I hope this is going to be, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cups of rice in here. Now, you know that by looking at it, it's too much for 6 people. So what I'm doing is I'm going to serve this and then put the rest that's left over on a bowl on the table. In case anybody wants to have seconds or thirds or fourths. And there's no seafood in here because we have shrimp etouffee for the appetizer. I only put seafood in one dish on the menu. And crawfish, nobody can make crawfish etouffee unless they're in season and you get the live crawfish. I don't care what anybody says, because when it was in season and I lived and worked in New Orleans, I would order a few hundred pounds and I would cook a couple of 100 pounds only to make the sauce. So in the off season, when I bought the packages of crawfish frozen with the fat, which I can't find up here in New York. See, the ones with the fat at least have the flavor of the crawfish. And with the sauce I had the same crawfish etouffee that you would have when the crawfish are running around. Okay, you're not gonna watch me putting the rice and the stock in there, because that's on them. It's on the description how much to put. So I'm going to shut this off for now. Now we have everything in there, and I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes. It's on a very low simmer. That's all you need. So we are done, and like at 22 minutes. That's all it took, simmer. Now I'm transferring all of this into a large pan, which will go into the oven in 4, 5, 6. In about 3.5 hours, I'll be serving this. So, it'll be on warm in the oven, which I didn't even know I had until a few months ago. A warm setting, which is good enough. I'll just put aluminum foil over the top of this. That's quite a bit. So in the description, which shows how much of everything, well, even by looking at this right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This could just about serve 10 people. And if you notice, you see a lot of grease. You've seen rice, how they cook it in some places, especially, I'm not going to say it because I'll get cursed at, but there are certain types of restaurants that like grease on their food. Anyway, look at that. See, a low flame, nothing sticks. Cook it nice and slow. Not like some people I've seen put rice in the oven, and when you take it out, everything's burnt on the sides. You know what we call them in the industry? Shoemakers. Okay, so take a look. That's how much we have. The only thing I'm going to add to that when I serve it is a nice amount of scallions, green onions on the top. So I hope you enjoyed this.